how's it going? So today on BCast4, we're going to be going through all 32 NFL logos and we're going to be ranking them from 32 all the way down to 1. We already did this with all the NBA logos, so if you haven't seen that one, go and check that one out now. Also, just before we get into this video, I just want to make an announcement and say that we're going to be doing a live reaction on BCast4 to the Super Bowl on Monday. Philadelphia Eagles versus the New England Patriots. It's going to be an absolute massive day. You guys know it, everyone knows it. So if you guys haven't hit the subscribe button yet, go and click that one right now and hit the little ding-a-ling-a-ling notification bell. Anyway, enough of that. Here is all 32 NFL logos ranked from worst to best. Number 32, we've got the Green Bay Packers. Now, with the Green Bay Packers, I'm pretty sure everyone's going to know why I've rated this one last. It's just nothing. It's just a big G. Number 31, and we've got the Cleveland Browns. Now, with the Cleveland Browns, it's kind of like a 10-year-old did it. It's just the helmet. Well, we get that in the NFL you use helmets, but surely you could have done a little bit more than just put a basic orange and brown helmet out. Just want to also say, Cleveland Browns colours, like, it's atrocious. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I have nothing against the organisation. Very, very average lately. For whenever you're watching this, they've just finished the season 0-16, so, you know. At number 30, we've got the New York Jets. Pretty similar to the Packers in a way. It's a little bit more expanded, I guess. It's got like the NY at the back, which makes it look pretty nice, and the Jets across the front, but I don't really see much going for it. It's green and white. It's not really popping like I've been saying with those kind of colors. Surely you could have done something with a jet on this logo, but no, it's just basically New York and Jets, like, and there's a football. Well done. Well done. Surely you could have made it a little bit more creative. Number 29, we've got the Los Angeles Chargers. It just looks like, you know, one of those cartoony kind of hairstyles. Powerpuff Girls kind of hairstyle, like there's a boy in that show. I don't know, I don't watch that show like ever. It just reminds me of that Cartoon Network style hairstyle with guys. It just doesn't work. It just really doesn't work. Number 28, we've got the Chicago Bears. Similar to what was with the Green Bay Packers, there's just nothing going for it. It's just a straight up like C for Chicago, just like the G was for Green Bay. But with the C, I think it's a little bit more defining. It's just the letter C instead of inside a circle, which made it even look even more bland. But I just think that it just looks a little bit more slick with the end of the C having a little pointy part of it. I fancy a lot more than the other colors as well. I don't mind the orange and white in comparison to the green and white. Straightforward. it's as straightforward as it gets. Number 27, and we've got the New York Giants. It's just NY. Like, it's just NY. It gets above the other ones because it's kind of somewhat 3D in a way. I love how the Y kind of comes underneath it. Number 26, we've got the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm kind of seeing a way of logo life in the NFL because everyone just kind of has that one letter. The Bengals with the B, the Chicago Bears with the C, the Green Bay Packers with the G. Although the Bengals have a better, a more creative way of showing off that letter, it's still just a letter. It's still just the one letter. Yes, they've got the tiger color or the Bengal colors. It's nothing out there. It's nothing out there. Surely you could have had something to do with the Bengal instead of just the letter B. Number 25, we've got the San Francisco 49ers. It's pretty much the same, but it's got two letters this time. Oh, we're moving up in the world. We've got two letters instead of the one. But the thing that I like with this is that it kind of gives an elegant feel about it. The S over the top of the F instead of just like an S here and an F here. I do like this one. I don't actually know why I've had this so low. I do think it should be a little bit higher. I just think that the other logos are better. Well, thanks, Blaze. That's fantastic. That's pretty much exactly what this list is about. Number 24, we've got the Arizona Cardinals. Now, with this one, it's got a little bit more definition to it. Obviously, it's encompassing the animal that represents the team, which not many teams have done so far. Actually, I don't think any team has really done that so far besides the Bengals. And that wasn't really encompassing the animal. That was just the colors. But it's nothing special. It's nothing really special. It looks really cartoony to me. And as you'll see with a few of the other logos in this list, they do this, but not looking so cartoony. Number 23, and we've got the Dallas Cowboys, one of the most recognizable, if not the most recognizable logo in the NFL. But that's because of how simple it is. It's straight to the point. It's a star. Like, well done, fantastic. It's not the best logo in the NFL, but it's the most recognizable logo in the NFL. Number 22, we've got the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm a little bit disappointed with this one. I'm quite disappointed with this one because I don't know what it represents represents. Like, I could be missing something here. It just gives off a bland feel about it. They just thought, you know what, let's try and do something like what the Cowboys did and try and make it really recognizable. But it just didn't come off. It just didn't come off. Number 21, we've got the Seattle Seahawks. I don't mind this one. I just think that it's kind of straight, if you know what I mean. Like, it's very cornered off. It could have done so much more with it. I do love how it comes down and it's really sharp. As you guys will have known from my NBA logos, you'll start to realize that I really love sharp, precise, kind of like defined logos. The only defined part about this that I find is obviously the sharp part of the beak. I do love how it's looking angry, it's looking aggressive, but besides that, I'm just looking at the beak, and I'm actually, the only thing I'm looking at in this whole thing is the beak. Number 20, we've got Los Angeles Rams. I love how it's looking like it's ready to go, it's ready to attack, it's ready to pounce, you know, and it's just ready to run at you hard. And when you got a player like Todd Gurley in your team, that's representing your team pretty bloody well. I get more of a realistic vibe, because obviously you can't put a genuine picture of a ram attacking, but I think this is the closest that you can get to having that realistic vibe whilst not having the actual photo. So I don't mind this one, I think this one's pretty good. Number 19, we've got the Kansas City Chiefs. I was close to putting this one higher for the way that it's representing, obviously, Chiefs with the arrowhead, but this isn't what this logo list is about. It's all about the aesthetic value of it. I do like how the K comes over the top of the C, just like with the S coming over the F in the San Francisco one. Yeah, I love how it's like an arrowhead. Number 18, I've got the Buffalo Bills. Obviously, they're trying to go for the Buffalo attacking you, like jumping straight out at you. The red line really doesn't mean anything, I don't believe. I think it's just kind of giving a bit of a 3D feel. It is kind of to give it a bit more creativity and energy rather than just have the blue buffalo. Number 17, the Oakland Raiders. The reason why this is so well known is because every movie that comes from like Los Angeles has Raiders gear in it. It's like LA Raiders that it had, and it was back in like Straight Outta Compton, for example. They all had the Raiders gear on. So I find it really recognizable. I do like it because it's got two swords coming out like that. What can you really do with black and white? It's really basic colors. Well, they're not colors, but it's just like, well, that's exactly right. They're not colors. So it's hard to do something with black and white, but they've given it something. It's not fantastic, but it's recognizable. Number 16, and we've got the Detroit Lions. What's good at this one is that it's not just the blue, which they could have gone for, where it's like it's coming out like it's attacking you, but they've given a definition with the white line around it, and then also with the white little hairs inside like the main area. Number 15, and we've got the Denver Broncos. This is a very recognizable brand, very recognizable photo, and that's what gets it so high on this list. And also because it's a pretty decent logo itself. I really like logos that can be recognizable, like they don't try too hard. Dallas Cowboys, I love it because it's recognizable. It's just not one of the best. Denver Broncos, it's like it's a fierce horse. It's in the mane, it's really defined. It's kind of looking a little bit like fire. Like fire's coming out the back of its head, which I really like. It gives a really cool feeling to it. Number 14, and we've got the Indianapolis Colts. The reason I really like this one is because it's a horseshoe. It's pretty simple. It's pretty basic. Actually, it's pretty creative in my opinion. It's pretty creative. It's simple, but creative. Number 13, and we've got the Miami Dolphins. I get a very 70s feel about this. I get a very 70s feel about this. Son of Miami. The Dolphins jumping through a hoop. Not a massive fan of the colors. Number 12, and we've got the Washington Redskins. This is really good because they're really bringing their cultural roots out. They're really bringing the name of the brand, the organization, the franchise out. The name of the franchise is quite racist in a little bit of a way, and I think that's been quite brought to attention by a lot of people, but that's nothing to do with the point here. I just wanted to say that. But besides that, I just really like this logo. I think it's defined, it's creative, and it's really bringing out the cultural roots of the franchise. Number 11, and sorry Carolina Panthers fans, but you just missed out on the top 10. I like Carolina Panthers logo because it's attacking, it's got its mouth wide open, like it's ready to bite. My favorite part about this is the whiskers. You guys will start to realize I love the little intricacies, like the little details in logos that really pops it out. It's got the eyes looking very, very angry. They've made the other eye smaller, so it really gives it a realistic feel to it. I'm a big fan of the Carolina Panthers logo. We're into the top 10 now, guys. Number 10 is the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is fantastic. This is actually fantastic. They've got the T really defined. I love the color scheme. The only thing that may lay it down a little bit is that it's not like a cut edge. I think that they could have made the jaw like really kind of slick. Like it could have made it really cut edge. They haven't done that. It's a little more more rounded around the jaw, so I think that's where it lets itself down, but it's still a fantastic logo. Number 9, the Tennessee Titans. This is fantastic. Like, look at it, eyes coming out of it. I'm not too sure what it's meant to be representing. Like they could have obviously done something with the Titans. He's looking really Titan-like. It's like looking like a sword, and that's what I love. That reminds me of my team back in Australia. It's really engulfed fire. Like it's a fire that's been going for a while, and it's really, really hot. I love this one. Number 8, we've got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's a lot more simple. I just love the definition in the flag. I love how sharp it is. It's like a sword, but a flag at the same time. The colors are just like straight up awesome. Number 7, we've got the Baltimore Ravens. This one's really cool because they've incorporated the B like the Chicago Bears, the Green Bay Packers, all that kind of stuff. But what they've done is they've also had the Raven there. So it's like the animal that represents the franchise. Plus they've got the B that's saying Baltimore. So it's like they're saying in the logo itself, Baltimore Ravens, without actually saying the Baltimore Ravens, which I find really, really creative. Number 6, and we've got the New England Patriots. When I look at this, I try to imagine that that face is Tom Brady. It doesn't look anything like Tom Brady, but I just imagine it because he has just done so much for that organization. This is just obviously trying to be like the America's team. Like, I get the Dallas Cowboys are known as the American team, but I think the New England Patriots should be represented as the America's team because they've got the colors, they've got the star, they've got the Patriot. Americans are massive with their patriotism. Where is the big dogs? Number 5, we've got the Minnesota Vikings. Do I really need to say why I feel this is number 5? You guys should know me by now. It's defined, it's slick, it's got everything that you could ask for. It looks realistic. And the really cool thing as well is that like they've made sure that the hair is entangled, like it's entangled down going below the neck area. Number 4, and we've got the Houston Texans. This was really close, and I'm talking really, really close to be rating higher than number 4, and you can't get much higher than number 4. It's just really, really cool. It's got the right down the middle, it's straight, it's precise, it's an amazing logo, and it's sharp. I love sharp logos, and it's just sharp, and a feel of being a realistic bull, but without using an actual bull. Number 3, and so close, Atlanta fans, so close. You're coming in at number 3, the Atlanta Falcons. You should be pretty used to, looking pretty good to come first, and then, not coming first. Just have a look at this one. Just have a look at this logo and tell me what's wrong with it. Like, they've incorporated what the Bears and the Bengals have done and mixed it together. They've got the straightforward letter that represents the Falcons, obviously. Then, they've also done what the Bengals have done and kind of obviously put the color scheme. But the difference between the Bengals and the Falcons is that the Falcons have very slick to look like the feathers, Falcon coming out at the top of the F. It's got the claw as the bottom part of the F. This is really creative. Like, this is awesome. This is really creative. Number 2, the New Orleans Saints, and absolutely fantastic. I've seen a few other ratings where they haven't rated this one so high, and I just don't get it. I just think it's a beautiful logo. It's got a mixture of creativity. It's got a mixture of rounded, sharpness, definition, not defined. It's got a mixture of everything all in one, and it's just simple as well. It's simple but effective, simple but creative, simple but amazing. We've gone to number 1, and that is the Philadelphia Eagles. They've won the logo battle, but will they win the Super Bowl on Monday? Oh well, you need to come bloody watch the BK Sport live stream on Monday. Let's not advertise this yet. Let's not just talk about that just yet. We're going to talk about the logos first. Bold, really out there, massive, small, mixture of everything. The Eagles, like the way that the wording of the Eagles is just saying right in your face. It's massive. It's elongated. Eagles like trails off into the background, and then you've got the Philadelphia at the top, which is just so simple. Like the Philadelphia, that's what I'm talking about. Small, simple at the top, which is just, you don't need to do anything with Philadelphia, but you did need to do something with the Eagles. And obviously they've got the sharpness around the E and the S, and everything's really defined. Beak is open, it's sharp. Anyway guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. If you like it, please give it a big thumbs up so I know that you're enjoying this content, and we're gonna do some more logo rankings. We've done NBA, we've done NFL. What do you guys think I should do? A lot of you said at the end of the NBA one, you want me to do NRL one or an AFL one, and they will be coming, but a little bit more close to the season start. Also guys, do not forget, massive live stream coming up on Monday for the Super Bowl. We did it for the NRL Grand Final, we did it for the AFL Grand Final, and it went absolutely off. But this one is the Super Bowl, one of the biggest events in the world, and it's just going to be absolutely insane. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, go and hit the subscribe button below so that you get all this new subscription feed. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Catch you later.